I'm Calvin Austin III, wide receiver for the University of Memphis.
It's Anthony Sane for Sports 66 Mornings.
This is Rodney Williams, tight end for the Denver Broncos.
This is Tommy Haynes.
This is EJ Manuel, and you're listening to Nocapsports.
With Nocapsports.
And the Nocapsports.
Nocapsports, three of the hardest grinding brothers in the business.
Welcome to another episode of No Cap Sports, man. Coming to y'all live post Black Monday. And we're not talking about Lena the Plug Black Monday, if you get what I'm saying, man. So, to start it out.
Wow.
Yo.
The first one of 2024, huh, buddy? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That sound like a white man laying your. Never mind.
Nah, that's a Michael Penix's new nickname. He Michael the
Whoa.
Plug. The way Michigan was smacking his ass around.
Okay. Wow.
Hey, relax.
Oh, God.
Relax.
Calm down, buddy.
The coach still hasn't shaken back from JJ McCarthy getting the national title yet.
Nah, Sharomo, that was wild. That was nasty behavior, not gonna lie. That was predatory in certain states what he was doing to that young man.
Nah, for real. But like I said, we're coming to y'all live post Black Monday. And pretty much, Black Monday meaning the day when NFL coaches get fired. Right now, there are 6 job openings in the NFL.
Looking at the Commanders, Seahawks, Titans, Raiders, Chargers, Panthers, and Falcons.
Looking at these openings, let's just start it off here. Which firing was the most surprising to y'all?
I would go first. Nah, Mike Vrabel's firing broke my heart, man. A lot of people been 50-50 on him, but none of that was his fault. He was the main advocate for A.J. Brown. Why did we let him go for a guy that's caught, maybe 10 passes in his first 2 years in Treylon Burks? He's had more injuries than catches than touchdowns, literally. And so with that being said, they didn't give him a fair shot. We got money to spend this upcoming offseason. Derrick Henry, that wasn't even he got 1,000 yards behind the worst O-line in the NFL. So I just feel like he didn't get a fair shake. Now, if it comes out later on that he wanted to leave because the Patriots eventually fire Bill Belichick or something like that, or that makes sense.
Relax.
Listen, bro. Listen, Saban gone. It's a new wave. Ron Rivera's gone. Pete Carroll's gone. 70-year-olds, bro. It comes down to that.
Why you throw Ron Rivera and the rest of them? Why you throw Ron Rivera?
He old too.
He
No, but that was
he
like
ain't never seen
elite. Like they
Nah.
said, Saban, Pete Carroll, Ron. I was like hard pause, but
Oh,
hey,
God.
keep going.
But I'm gonna
One of
keep it a
these
stack,
things are
though,
not
bro.
like the other, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a stack though. Losing Pete Carroll and Nick Saban in the same day. That shit kind of broke my heart, bro. I grew up. Those were the guys you grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Pete Carroll at USC, and then with the Seahawks, the Legion of Boom. Fuck Russell Wilson, but with the Legion of Boom, Marshawn Lynch. And then, watching Bama dominate throughout my whole college football viewing experience, 6 titles. Like, sheesh, like that's 2 legends leaving the game at the same time, bro.
Bro, I keep telling y'all, Cat Williams got 2024 shook up, bro. Like you said, this is pretty wild. Yeah, like you said, 2 titans of the sport. One in both professional and the collegiate lanes, like you said with Pete Carroll, and then one titan in the college game with Nick Saban. Like, you were just talking about it. Like, yeah, they didn't. This is what their 4th year in a row without a national championship, but like, it's not like they weren't close. Like, they literally were by definition one of the 4 best teams in the country. So, I would have figured either would have went out on a chip, or it would have been less ceremonious than this, because it's we all know SEC football never ends pretty like that.
I thought for Saban, it's just like NIL, transfer portal. Now college football playoffs expanding. It's probably just he's too old to be dealing with all that. I'm sure, like, he's retiring, but I'm sure he might even be a consultant for Bama.
No,
he's still going to be involved.
He's
So
not gonna be away from the sport for sure.
Yeah,
But nah,
we gonna see him on College Game Day, something else.
Oh yeah, Lee Corso
doing
might
that
die in
already.
that seat. It's gonna be open for Nick Saban. So,
he ain't gonna pass me.
but no, like you were saying,
Herbie be having to fix him up like a Ken doll. He be like, turn this way. He be looking. Yeah, I was like, oh God.
Nah,
okay,
man.
but shout out Lee Corso, but nah, like he got about 6 more months, maybe.
yeah.
He just got to make it to NCAA so we can get him on the helmet on a video game like it used to be.
Why they play with us like that though? With the trailer, that was crazy. I don't even know who started that rumor, but that was nasty work. Had me looking for that because I knew Michigan was gonna win at probably the 3rd quarter. I'm like, let me try to see this trailer. But no, I was like, so is NCAA 14 or 24? Is it coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out. I
Yeah.
talked to my people. It's dropping in July.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard somebody from the Middlesex Majors was gonna be on the cover.
Wow.
This ain't even gonna make the game, bro. Let's be fucking for real.
No, let's speak on it, bro. Let's speak on it. Talking about Middlesex, bro. Y'all
Okay,
saw that?
this is on y'all's heart. Hold on, my bad. This ain't my business.
Y'all saw that Irrelevant Bowl, bro? Putting the two worst teams in college football against each other.
Oh wow.
Personally, I'm a fan, bro, because this year's
Oh, yeah.
matchup would have been Vandy versus Akron.
That's a good game.
Exactly.
watch.
Hell no.
Like
Y'all
a nice
tripping.
little 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, it should be on the same day as the national championship, actually.
Oh,
like during the dates.
That's wild.
Imagine somebody taking they 1-10. They got one more game left. If they lose, they make the game. They might lose on purpose.
No, I was
just
about to
to
say
be able to play.
that would be some wild scenarios at the back end. Like, yeah, you win it to avoid a bowl game. That just sound wild.
But I mean, think about it though, bro. Like from a player perspective, if your team makes the shitty bowl, are you like even playing for real? Or like personally, if my team make the shitty bowl, I don't care if I'm a freshman, sophomore, junior, I'm opting out, bro. Y'all not finna do me like this.
Nah, bro, you gotta play.
These are the niggas that suck, y'all. the sorriest niggas of this year. Like, nah, that's mad disrespectful. I didn't go. That's crazy. Even when you said, I'm like, nah, that is, yeah, that would be. I mean, the bowl game is already irrelevant. That would just be spiteful at this point.
Nah, you know, actually I lied, bro. I go out there and I put my heart on the field. Cause I'll be damned if I'm the worst team in college football.
The
So
worst dude
I'm
on the
gonna
worst
make
team.
sure we do everything we can to win that fucking game, bro.
Like literally, if you on that team, you literally the shittiest. Like Nick, if you playing, you the shittiest wide receiver in college football.
That's wild.
Literally.
Nah, that's horrible. That's horrible. But like, I don't know. Like most of these bowl games been looking like that because it's nobody. Well, I don't know. Like you can always use tape. The portal is jumping. You get 200 yards in the shitty bowl, then you transfer up. Like I think you might be
Man.
sleeping.
No cap. You turn up for Vandy in the shit bowl. Next season you might be playing for I don't know. You ain't gonna be
You could
playing
be a
for
little
Alabama.
fourth string at
You might
Bama.
be at Kentucky or something. You know what I'm saying? You might be
Middle Tennessee State. You
Yeah,
move up a
exactly.
little bit.
Nah, that's
You
crazy.
move across the street.
Going Power 5 to Conference USA is crazy.
Okay, he said that was like it was smooth. So he was like, yeah.
You move across the street.
He like fourth string at Vandy, started MT.
But no,
Okay.
man, let's bring this back to the main topic. Black Monday. We're gonna stay in Nashville. Obviously, the Titans were poo shitty this year, but Mike Vrabel gets fired. I know it hurts your heart, but with Vrabel gone, what's just your future outlook for the Titans? Especially, Derrick Henry, big runaway slave looking ass, giving an emotional speech at the end of the game. So
Now he was looking like he was
Right.
big. And they were like, "Thank you for the greatest 8 years of my life." Like, stop flexing, bro. That was funny. I was thinking that.
Nah, man. That is sad because he still got juice. Like whoever he might as well just go to whoever's the best O-line next season, honestly. And I think that's an easy 1,500 for him, truly. But with that being said, just for coaching purposes, listen, we're not going to be in championship contention next year. I honestly think we were close with this team. It's literally we just needed to fix the O-line. I think instead of being 6-11, we could have easily been 11-6. We lost 3 games because of special teams. But with that being said, I think you're going to have whatever coach you hire, you're going to have to give him time. I'd say a 4-year period if he's not winning by year 3 or 4. But shit, we gave Vrabel a 4-year period. He gave us two conference championships and 3 playoff appearances, bro. So I really don't know. We got a new GM. I just hope they give the next coach time, and I just hope they hire somebody that's young. It's a new wave of football coming in. When you think about coaches getting hired now, I really like Antonio Pierce. I'm gonna have to throw it out there. The Raiders might as well hire him flat out.
Is he even available?
I mean, he's still an intern. They don't have a head coach. They should have hired him on Monday. The first ever coach to be hired on that day.
just because of the Rooney rules and all of that, they're required to interview outside minority candidates and yada yada. So they can't announce it until they do the interviews. But I definitely agree with you in the fact that Antonio Pierce is a guy who has that locker room and should become the coach of the Raiders. Similar to Rich Bisaccia a couple years ago when we see how that situation happened with John Gruden coming to town. But going back to your main point about, old coaches and a new guard, I'll be damned. I'll be absolutely damned if the Patriots let Belichick go and bring Mike Vrabel in. And that's not an indictment on Vrabel, but to me, that's just like getting rid of Belichick and bringing in Belichick Jr., bro. It's a new wave of football, bro. We need some new football minds in the game, and there are a lot of good coaches around. So, Josh, I'm gonna come to you. Just who are some of the coaches you're looking at to kind of make that jump and become quality first-time head coaches? We saw D'Amico Ryans in his first year with the Texans lead the team to the playoffs, win the division. So, who are some of those bubbling candidates that you see kind of around the league?
I mean, Airbnb still hasn't been a head coach. Washington, the Commanders, they've looked whatever, but I think the drop off that Kansas City's offense has had, but outside of losing Tyreek, that is a biggest testimony to the type of guy that he can be, if outside of anything else. And even you talk about head coaching, like that requires there's more people skills, and he had a really good relationship with Terry McLaurin. I think he was really bought in. Like he spoke very highly of him like before the season, and I think that's like. You like just ask me like who I think it should be next up in line, probably Airbnb. But outside of that, I mean, let somebody y'all think of. I don't see any budding coordinator. I mean, Jeff Orich, our coordinator for the Jets, is a guy that's has some buzz, but like I think he has a lot of talent on his defense. So he has a good defense. So I don't unless outside of Airbnb, I don't know if there's anybody that's on the tip of my tongue in terms of deserving a headshot.
I feel that definitely Bieniemy is a guy who has been kind of in waiting for a while. But for me, I think a name that's been thrown around a lot, and well, two names that have been thrown around a lot. One of them we just saw win the college football championship in what is it, Jim Harbaugh? I get them two confused.
Yeah.
The Harbaugh brother at Michigan. So with that being said, Harbaugh to the NFL, yay or nay? We saw what he did with the 49ers, taking them to a Super Bowl. Very good winning percentage there. How y'all feel about Harbaugh making his return to the NFL?
Yay, bro. Yay. He already set the precedent, he got the natty in Michigan. That's been eluding him for literally over 25 years. And so with that being said, he's won a national championship. As Josh has been reiterated for the past 2.5 months, they've been cheat. There's a cheating stigma around them. So you never know, they might get some bowl bans, they might get scholarship bans, all of that. Coaches leave once they get there. Look at John Calipari when he left Memphis, like literally. And so it's go to the pros. You wanted to the college level. Michigan's gonna be fine. They're gonna hire another high-profile coach, and they're gonna keep the ball rolling, especially with the college football playoff reaching 12 teams. So at this point, I think, just go ahead and deal.
What about you, Josh? I know you got some strong feelings about the Harbaugh, man. So what you think?
I mean, no, I think you're talking about yay or nay. Yay on both fronts, probably yay. He is more likely than not he'll leave now, just because, like you said, there's nothing left for him to do in college, and that's a good point, man. It's like you don't know what's coming down the pipeline. But no, it's not like it's gonna be his first, toe dip into the water. He got to a Super Bowl in the NFL already against his brother. So I think that it's not a situation that he's unproven. He's like again, moral compass and social awareness aside, like that man's a damn good football coach. He's won everywhere he's been, going all the way back to San Diego, to Stanford, to everywhere else. So I think that's undeniable. So I think that, and you never know with any coach, but I think that he's going to the NFL to win a Super Bowl. And I think it's a lot more. He may be more capable of that than any other college coach we've seen come out in the past 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, I definitely think Harbaugh has a lot of steam. I just look at that transition period for Harbaugh over the last 3 years. You remember his first few years in Michigan, he couldn't even beat Ohio State. He couldn't even beat Ohio State. And then all of a sudden he just switched the flip, and that Michigan team just became damn good, beating Ohio State in back-to-back years and culminating that with a college football playoff championship. So obviously you see the impact he has as a coach, and I definitely think he can translate that easily over to the NFL. It's really just a matter of where. And in talking about where, like we said, it's 6 jobs open as of right now. More jobs may be open, as time passes. But out of the 6 jobs that are open right now, which one would y'all say is the most attractive destination for a coach?
That's easy. That's Atlanta. Come on now. The land of the Hennessy hot sauce wings. Come on now. You got all that offensive talent that Arthur Smith wasn't able to make.
Whoa. All that offensive talent?
I mean, brother, you got 3. You got Bijan, you got Pitts, you got Drake London, you got there's definitely tools to work with. You got
I'm just saying, bro. that man who wears number 9 in that pocket can't be trusted.
I mean, that's part of that too. Like, it's the reason why the job, is open. Like, it ain't ideal setup. So, but I mean, they still got defense. They got AJ Terrell. They got Grady Jarrett. This is a team that I don't know, for better or worse, had an identity. Like running the ball hard, playing pretty good defense. I don't know how smart it was, but this is like in terms of teams that are as set right now. Because Seattle was 9-8, but I think Atlanta might have been might be the second best job open based on record, if I'm not mistaken, at 7-10. So, like, yeah, I think that with the pieces that you got at that job, and then honestly, the room for error because they have been bad this long without consequence, I guess I should say. So I think that you have that coach will have a ramp to come in and start winning. I think that it then wouldn't even be necessary. I think that you could come in, the right decision maker could come in and make some headway pretty immediately, honestly.
Good pick. Man, that actually is a great pick, especially now that I'm thinking about the team. I am going to pick, but in the NFC South, the teams aren't that great. So you literally could have a realistic chance of coming in and making the playoffs next year, even winning the division as a first-year coach. But the team I'm going to rock with, for the same reasons you just said, offensive firepower, I'm going to have to rock with the Los Angeles Chargers. I feel as if they have the best quarterback available in Justin Herbert. That's literally what you want. And especially a lot of people are going to be taking gambles next season, drafting quarterbacks, and where it's probably 5 or 6 that's going to be a gamble when you think about it next year. J.J. McCarthy is going to be an NFL quarterback next year. So that's about as big as a gamble as it's going to get. Somebody might lose their job. I saw that on Twitter. Somebody's going to lose their job because of J.J. McCarthy next year. And that's very possible. I don't think you're going to lose your job because of Justin Herbert throwing to Keenan Allen, throwing to Mike Williams. Now, he might lose it throwing to Quentin Johnson, but hopefully Mike and Keenan are healthy and they don't got to throw it to him. But I'm going to rock with the Chargers. I think they have the best quarterback that's coming back to a team that's coachless.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one, Vance, because you look at that Chargers team. This is a team we're talking about in the offseason that has one of the best rosters in the NFL. And that's not changing coming into 2024. Looking at Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, as you just said, but you flip that over to the defensive side, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, who's coming off a recent career high in sacks. I want to say he had 15, 16 sacks this year, more than he's had over his past 3 years. So you look at that team, and they are just absolutely loaded. And I definitely think that's the destination for any head coach. Like, that's the job you want.
I didn't think about it like that because we said for how long that Justin Herbert or the Chargers in general are supposed to be better than they played. So I can see that because like I would definitely take LA's roster over Atlanta's roster right now. But like you said, with the NFC South, the division is so winnable, and then you got the big dogs in the AFC West that you got with LA. It's like, how much success can you come in, first year?
Yeah, you got to play Pat Mahomes every year. Most likely going to win the division. I mean, the Chargers, right, pound for pound, for some reason, I still would take the Chargers roster over the Chiefs roster.
Yeah.
Like, pound for pound. I honestly, but everybody in the world thought it was coaching, and we're going to figure out whether it was coaching or not next season.
No, that's facts. But kind of going back to the NFC South a little bit, bro, I want to talk to y'all about something that happened on Sunday. Obviously, we all, watched the game. Saints Falcons.
I know this.
Jameis Winston, getting Jamal Williams, little anime boy, a touchdown.
Wow.
How would y'all feel if y'all was on that defense, bro? I know y'all 2 defensive linemen. Y'all getting y'all ass whooped down 30 already. And they punch you in a 1-yard rush. What y'all doing? How y'all reacting?
You gotta punch a nigga in the throat. Oh God.
Really?
Like, I mean, first of all, they think you taking a knee. You not firing off the ball.
No, but that's really some whole shit. Like if y'all in victory formation, it's one thing that like it's like a goal line. So like you're literally in victory. Like you got 2 little H-backs behind you. Like so, like you then put me at risk because I'm not getting the stance to raise up again. So if you like you said you coming off the ball hard, like yes. What's the penalty for? 15 yards to whoop your ass after we already getting blown out? Like I can take it. I promise. So
Arthur Smith, man, he had Arthur Smith hot, man. He knew he was getting fired. That's why he was pissed.
Oh my God, y'all gonna send me out like this?
Really?
I ain't gonna lie though, Josh. No matter what, bro. If we was on the 1-yard line and they gave me the ball, I'm scoring on your little ass. No cap.
This nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy.
Nah, bro. I got to flip the switch for y'all. This could be the last question for the coaching corral. Who are y'all? Give me two options right now of just guys you think are the best head coaching candidates for the NFL jobs right now.
I think number one, a high quality candidate, a guy who got a lot of steam last year, Ben Johnson. We've seen what he's done with that Lions offense, an offense that was third in scoring this past season, and he does a lot of things just schematically to get those guys open. And to me, that's a signal of a good coach is what you do schematically to put your guys in position to win. And Ben Johnson is a guy that does that, and he's got a lot of rave reviews. And then on top of that, the fact that he came back to Detroit this season after being a hot head coaching candidate last year, it just shows me that he's a guy of values and a guy that like really has the trust and support of that locker room wherever he goes. So that would be my number one candidate outside of Jim Harbaugh, as we discussed earlier. And then another candidate that I think should get a look and hasn't gotten a look yet, kind of similar to Eric Bieniemy, would be Brian Flores. We saw what he did with that Vikings defense, a defense that was devoid of talent to start the year. But once they started finding their groove, this became a very solid defense, giving a lot of quarterbacks some fits. So for my two, I would definitely say Ben Johnson and Brian Flores would be my two guys who should receive a head coaching look this offseason.
I'm not gonna stray too far from the pot. I think Harbaugh to Seattle would definitely be a match made in heaven. It's on the West Coast. He's won out there. There are pieces in place. Talking about with the secondary they got with Woolen and Witherspoon, continues to play how he plays, and he got pieces out there to win. Like I said, immediately. Another guy that you talk about how the way that San Francisco's had dominated the NFL when they've been healthy. A guy in Bobby Slowick, the Texans OC. I know the Panthers requested to interview him, but yeah, we can definitely a big part of the resurgence for them this year has been CJ Stroud. But just looking at the coaching roots and how long he was under Shanahan, like that's a guy that understands how to win in this league, and it's not somebody that's necessarily looking for a formula or may get too bored with the way that they win. Like it's like we have recipe works, we're gonna continue to use it. So I think that there is that you have to be able to give him commend him for putting his rookie quarterback in complementary spots this year in places to win, because we've seen the Texans do the exact opposite with a rookie quarterback in David Carr. So he's with the way he's done this year with Stroud and the coaching rooms that he got, which we know is super important in terms of who getting a job. I think that he probably him and Harbaugh probably my two top guys.
Smooth. So obviously we've established the fact that coaching matters, and good coaches get rewarded with wins. And so coming up is wild card weekend, bruh. A weekend in the NFL where literally anything can happen. And so we've got the matchups. So I want to ask y'all, which team should be on upset watch this weekend?
Ooh. See, it's crazy. I feel like a lot of the higher seed could really be an upset watch. Like, do you trust yeah, obviously I like the Lions. I think the Lions have been a top 5 team in football most of the year, but like that's just a lot of juju right there. Matt Stafford coming back to Detroit to be the one. I think that Matt Stafford is the better quarterback in that spot, and they usually wins playoff games. That could be something. Like we say we don't like the Chiefs that much this year. It's the playoffs. Like we like them all of a sudden because they're in the playoffs. Like if there was gonna be a team, if we would have looked back 4 weeks ago, we thought Miami definitely would have beat them. So I
ain't
think
gonna lie, Miami ain't beating shit. It's gonna be
fucking
Kansas City.
Oh no, that's true. That's a fact. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. But I think that it is the NFL playoffs. Like, I think with the way Jordan Love's been playing, like, man, could really.
All right, bro. Let's not do too much.
Let's
be realistic.
He asked me.
Let's not just talk out our ass. Like,
I'm just saying, it's I would say maybe not. But I definitely think what's that 6-3 with the Lions and the Rams. I think the Lions probably the most trouble.
Yeah, I agree. Like 100%. That was my pick. I'm rocking with that. Especially losing Sam Laporta. Now, listen, the Rams, they are going to give up points still, no matter who's out there. You still got Amar-Ra. You still got that two-headed monster at running back. But I feel as if the Rams are going to match more points. And right now, they're clicking. I feel as if they're one of the better teams, more complete teams in the NFL. They got probably the best 1-2 puncher receiver. And it is what in Puka and Cooper
Yeah.
Cup right now.
And Kyron Williams running the fuck out that ball too.
Come on now. Had me in fantasy going crazy. Come on.
Yeah,
No, I know.
For betting purposes, if you like to bet, I definitely bet the over in that game. But I'm liking the Lions going to Detroit. They playing in a dome. You know, it's gonna be cold outside, but if you're in a dome, weather doesn't matter. Give me the Lions and Matthew Stafford. Well, I say the Lions and Stafford. The Rams.
That boy think Megatron is still playing. Check him for CTE, please.
Damn.
But
He's go crazy.
But if there's a team that should be on upset watch, y'all didn't name it, bro.
I was trying to say Dallas, but Vance got his little coochie hurt. So.
Oh wow, damn! I was gonna say the Eagles, but damn, they so fucking sorry. They the lowest.
They the 5 seed.
That's crazy. No, that's why I was gonna say them too. I was like, nah.
I was definitely gonna say the Eagles. I was like, damn, they got to go to Tampa Bay. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that whole Eagles aura is gone. I think Baker Mayfield finna take care of Jalen Hurts, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is AJ Brown playing?
I'm not even sure.
I don't know. It could be swinging like, yeah, I like the Bucks. I don't really like the for real, but I don't know. I feel like so many people are picking against Philadelphia now. It'll look kind of crazy if they win. I think they're a better team.
Who calls the plays for the Eagles? Is it Sirianni?
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson. Offense
is Brian Johnson.
Yeah, he needs his ass fired, bro. Like, because your defense is sorry. That's the worst secondary besides the Commanders in the NFL. It's the Eagles right now.
Slay out there getting cooked. No cap.
Nah, but
yeah, looking like Cam Sutton. That shit bad.
And they best secondary player just got injured for the season is Sidney Brown. So Darius Slay is running out there in that defensive backfield by himself with a whole bunch of nobodies. Even Bradbury's trash now. With that being said, Brian Johnson, your defense is trash. Run the ball. Like that was their bread and butter last year. We've been calling for them to run the ball all season, and they're still trying to get AJ Brown, still trying to feed Devontae, still trying to feed Goddard. Like, bro, run the ball. You got them 3 backs, and they all are capable of getting you 100 yards at any time.
Oh God.
Oh, best O-line, best running offensive line in the NFL. Run the ball. That's what you do. And so I don't think they're gonna do that. Yeah, Brian Johnson needs to be fired, bro.
But I
might slap his ass.
It was one game that had you kind of heated, Vance, and that's that Green Bay Dallas game.
Man, for what?
So please talk to me about why you are so confident in them goddamn Cowboys and Dak Prescott in that.
But I think Jordan Love was like 18-3.
Like think about it, bro.
Touchdown, 3 picks over the last couple of games. Like
let's think about transparent fades in the biggest moments in sports history. Chris Paul, the fluker. Dak Prescott, fluker. Penny last year in the championship. I mean, in the NCAA tourney, fluker. Transparent fades just don't bode well. So please tell me why you have so much confidence in this Cowboys team, bro.
Listen, I have a confession to make.
Hey, Usher.
I sacrificed John Morant's shoulder for a Super Bowl championship this year.
He was like, they weren't going to win. Damn, you was one of those folks that Cat Williams was talking about.
That's why I wasn't available to do the episode with y'all last week, bro. I was down in New Orleans, we had the voodoo doll.
No, that's wild.
How you walk around with a labrum, twin?
Nah, I tore my labrum in college. I never got surgery on it. So I went to the voodoo witch, bro, and I told her to switch labrums with y'all. And she said she'll give me a Super Bowl championship. So that's what's about to happen. With that being said, man, the Packers do not scare me. Like the Packers, they're cool. They all right. Man, we locking all that down. They might score 1 touchdown. Final score is gonna be
so confident, fool.
31-10. They not stopping us. Like, how are they stopping us? Who has stopped us this season besides the 49ers? Like, truly on offense, who has just stopped us?
That's a good point.
No, exactly. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, Jair Alexander, he high on cocaine or whatever he's doing. He gonna play well, but whoever he line up against, Brandon Cooks might go for 2 and 25.
He did that all year. I had him in fantasy. He did that all year.
We line and see. He turned up these last
month.
Yeah, the playoffs he did. Yeah,
but we line CeeDee Lamb up everywhere. The best receiver in football. We got the best quarterback in the NFC right now. We got the best receiver in the NFC right now. We got I ain't gonna say the best O-line. San Fran, they got that, but we got the best 1-2 punch in the NFC right now, and so I have no reason to believe the Packers are gonna beat us.
Even though Jordan Love is coming into this game as one of the hottest quarterbacks in the entire league, you're not worried about that though.
No,
Or even the fact that like outside of him, like, I don't know, Aaron Jones will be healthy, but like they got good pass rushers, they got a good running. Like they have, they have guys on the team that have been there. Like I said, limited not trying to rub it in your face, but like it's we had to call one. I was like, like Jordan Love has been playing like really well, but like you said, you got it, bro. You got it. I don't want to hurt your feelings no more.
I know. Are y'all just like saying this just to say that we the most likely to get an upset, or are y'all just like talking out y'all ass?
I mean, personally, I like the Cowboys in this game. I was just curious as to why your reaction was just so strong
visceral
when you heard that.
Thank you,
bro. Like it's not gonna be close. That's what like we're light years ahead of them right now.
Okay, I'm just like you said. I had to
Week
pick
18
one
win versus the Commanders got you feeling high and mighty, huh?
No
yeah,
cap.
And the other 10 wins do too.
Yeah, beating up on the Giants and Commanders, man. That's good
Yeah,
football.
bro. That's only 4 of them. That's only 4 of them. The Eagles couldn't do it. The Eagles, like,
yeah, the confidence is oozing out of you, sir. That's what I'm saying.
No, like literally, this is like the most. As long as we don't play the 49ers, we're good. I'm praying that Matthew Stafford wins this week, then he take them out next week. That's best case scenario for the Cowboys, and I see it happening.
So listen, like realistically, you see the Cowboys making the Super Bowl this year.
This is their best chance they've ever had.
Brother, that ain't what he asked you. That is not what he asked you. He did not say nothing about their best shot or nothing. All right. It's all
Sir, will you please rephrase the question?
He did not like it's a spelling bee. Damn.
He used it in a sentence.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out, man.
The answer to that one is no, sir.
No. Ask the question again. Maybe I didn't hear you correctly.
Do you really believe the Cowboys will go to the Super Bowl this year?
Oh yeah, I do. Damn, you got me slitty ass for them. Well, I actually think we'll beat San Fran if we play them again.
Yeah, this is the best y'all ever played them. I will say that. And y'all were 2 Dakota missteps away from beating them. So I understand your confidence in this Cowboys team. My issue with this Cowboys team comes with the man who wears the headset and Mike McCarthy.
That's true.
I'm not sure if he has the gusto and coaching ability to really take the Cowboys there. Because I respect him for taking over the play calling duties. I respect him for putting more on his plate as a head coach. But you know what I'm saying? A zebra can't change his stripes, and we know Mike McCarthy to be a playoff choker. So
that's all I was about to say.
My hesitation with the Cowboys.
Do you really want a question mark at quarterback and your head coach as a Super Bowl team? Like that's kind of shaky. Like
at no point have I thought we lost the game because of Mark McCarthy this season. So like, why would I?
He gonna mismanage some clock for sure though.
I mean, but I'm at no point have I thought, damn, if somebody else is coaching or if we didn't have McCarthy on the sideline, we was gonna lose that game. Every game that we lost this season and last season was not because of McCarthy, it's because the players got their ass kicked. Literally. Like that's straight up. Like the players lost that game for the Cowboys. And I feel like if we do lose a game, it's not gonna be because of McCarthy. I think the only way we're gonna lose a game is if we play a team that's gonna run the ball.
And that's the Packers, by the way. Aaron Jones has rushed for 4 straight 100-yard games.
Yeah, bro.
In case you didn't know.
They done be like 2 playoff teams.
Aaron Jones pulls his hammy every 2 games, bro. Guess what? This is game number 2. So, like, at some point, we gotta be realistic here. Bakhtiari is not gonna be there. We line it either Tank or Micah Parsons up on whoever the left tackle is for the Packers. Jordan Love gonna be looking like Michael Penix was on Monday, and that's gonna be that on that.
Wow. Okay, brother.
I respect it. And so now
name 2 receivers for the Packers right now.
Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs.
Oh my God.
Tavian Wicks, Jaden
Reed.
Who?
Come on now. Like, bro, they got
who? Like what?
It's gonna be real sad seeing Christian Watson catching that bitch like this
Come on,
and
bro.
Ron Bland
Nah.
biting on the double move, bro. It's gonna be
Okay.
real sad.
That
Yeah,
nigga.
to make the score 34-17. Cowboys. It's gonna be real sad.
Nigga
Y'all
funny.
right.
So
Nah, you got it, bro. You got it.
we done talked the Cowboys a hell of a bit. Now let's just take a quick look at the AFC. You know, we got some interesting matchups over there: Cleveland and Houston, and Miami and Kansas City. Obviously, Joe Flacco's back in Cleveland and back doing Joe Flacco things, I guess. How much faith do y'all have in that Joe Flacco-led Browns team that we talked about as, you know, one of the better defenses in the league, and now their offense is finally starting to click with a guy who they got off the couch? Is this a team that can really make some noise in the playoffs?
No. I don't think so. I think no. Joe Flacco. It's been very admirable of him. Of him. It's been really fun to watch him play. He's been very high risk and high reward since coming in off the couch, as you said. But I think that playoff level, it'll be a different level of intensity for him. Like you can jump off the couch and play decent as an NFL quarterback. Obviously, we've seen it. I don't see that translating to the playoffs. And even so, like. You got to take. I mean, they are the 5 seed, so they're playing two. They will have to play 2 teams that I will see as significantly better than them to be quote unquote making noise. So I don't see Joe Flacco taking out. That would be some white man hating eliteness right there. If he took out C.J. Stroud and Lamar Jackson in one playoff run, that would just be too much anti-blackness. So I'm not gonna even let that sizzle in my spirit.
Man, no, this game, the Browns versus the Texans, it honestly, if they weren't the same seeds, then both of those teams could get to the AFC Championship. But it's going to come down to, I honestly don't see a whole. It's literally just going to depend on Joe Flacco. If he's hooping, all he got to do is play good for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. All he got to do is play good for 3 games, and he wins a Super Bowl. And do I believe him? I do believe him. And so. But the Texas defense has been going kind of crazy these past. They have been playing the Titans, lo and behold, they played Titans 2 out of the last 4 weeks. So, there's an asterisk that comes along with that. But their secondary is coming around and their pass rush is looking really good. And Flacco likes to turn the ball over. So if it's up to me, I'm going to have to agree with Josh. I'm going to have to say no.
I just have to throw the question out there. We've seen Joe Flacco come in, gain some momentum. I want to say he had 3 or 4 300-yard passing games. And if you think about it, all that Cleveland team needed was a competent quarterback, and he's kind of come in and filled that role, even with significant injuries on the offensive side of the ball. Without Elijah Moore, without Nick Chubb, they're still getting the job done on that side of the ball to go with a dominant defense that they have. But now let's look at the other AFC game in Kansas City, Miami. We already kind of talked about how the weather will be a factor. But assuming the Dolphins lose, as we've kind of alluded to, what does that say about Tua?
I mean, it says that Samoan dudes are good at fighting and not a lot else. Because that's exactly what
Taekwondo, and it ain't helping throw no football.
I mean, brother, you asked me what my takeaway was.
You're right. You're right. My fault, black man. Let me step back.
Thank you. He was all in his feelings about Ryan when Ryan Clark said something to him, but he would be a darker version of Brock Purdy, a guy that needs absolutely everything around him to be good for him to be this top tier guy that we see.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's sad.
So I just think that, they talking about him joining that, getting that Kyler Murray contract after this year. That would never be a consideration for me, honestly.
Yeah.
They enjoyed a lot of money because he was present for some playoff wins. So it's always within the realm of possibility. But I think that it would save, I don't know the Dolphins owner, but it would save the Miami franchise lots of money and kind of spit out something clearer to them that I think has been pretty clear to me for a long time.
Before you even said anything, what I'm about to say correlates exactly what you're about to say. Cam Newton was right, bro. He was a game manager. And so literally, he's lost some weapons. Mostert didn't play last week. Tyreek was on one leg. Waddle didn't play last week. And so, I mean, he's going to have all his weapons against the Chiefs, but it's a whole different level where let's just say one of them does actually get hurt within the game. It's going to be cold. Them hits are going to hurt a lot more. And so the Chiefs defense is actually good. It's going to be sad for Tua. He's a game manager. Cam Newton is right. That's all it says for him.
And Waddle be like that's like you talking about a piece. Like that's a big piece. That's the biggest piece outside of Reap. So they haven't looked the same since then, honestly.
Yeah, and Mostert.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. NFL leader in touchdowns. Shout out Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
TJ, yeah.
Unfortunately,
That's what
TJ
I'm
Watt got hurt. You know, that was the only game we ain't talk about. But, you know, Josh Allen's still good for a turnover or two. So who knows? That might become a game. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they could if TJ Watt was playing, I swear I would have picked him as my upset. Because Josh took the Rams game. I would have picked the Steelers to win if TJ was playing.
Yeah,
I just Mason Rudolph playoff win don't sit right on my spirit neither.
No, I mean, but listen, the Bills just last week played the Dolphins. They only scored 17 points to win that game.
I think that's cool.
I think they can cook up some points like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Pickett. Yeah.
Najee Harris got back-to-back 100-yard games. Pickens was quiet last week, but week before you went off. So there
Jalen Warren, yeah.
Exactly. There are definitely some explosive offense, some explosive weapons on that Pittsburgh offense. But kind of like Josh said, man, Mason Rudolph playoff win doesn't sit right with me. But I got to give flowers where flowers are due because he has been the best quarterback for Pittsburgh this season.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know how much that's saying, but he's been the best. So
we had to do. I was trying to look at a 2-7 matchup for the upset. I was like, as bad as Buffalo has been, they picked up some pretty impressive wins. They're a lot healthier. They're healthier than some of the other teams, especially really Miami. I just think that you're looking at. Do I think Jordan Love is going to potentially get a playoff game or Mason Rudolph? I'm like,
Mason Rudolph.
Come on, Mason Rudolph's head is still ringing for Myles Garrett.
You never know though, bro. He might say naysayer, get a helmet swung on him by Von Miller. Playoff wins Steelers.
Do tell, brother.
I'm just saying, bro. I saw the script. Script.
Okay, I got you. I'm picking up what you put down for sure.
But anyway, that concludes another episode, No Cap Sports. Make sure y'all stay tuned for our pick'ems. We're gonna pick every wild card game. We already know who's gonna be right in doing that. So, like I said, make sure y'all stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on our socials. And with that, we out of here.
Boom.